Redo You, the podcast that teaches you tools and strategies so you can build the confidence to rediscover and reinvent yourself. With me, Emma Hull, your favorite life coach. Each week, I'll introduce a concept that you can implement right away so you can live your most authentic life. Let's get started. Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to this audio version of Your Goddess Era, a step-by-step guide to reinvention. And now we are diving together into phase 2, sorting, shedding, and soaring. When I wrote that, I clearly didn't think I'd be reading it out loud. Chapter 7, Fly Carry-On Only. Everyone has baggage. We accumulate it as we journey through life. That baggage might be anger and resentment at others for the harm they've caused us. It might be regret for actions you took or didn't take. Whatever the nature of your baggage, when you choose to carry it with you, it hinders your progress, like dragging an anchor. And yes, you do choose. You always choose, Goddess. You aren't stuck in line at the oversized baggage drop-off. You're sailing through security with a thoughtfully curated carry-on. Ditch the baggage, beautiful. It's weighing you down. As we age, the weight of our unsorted baggage becomes heavier, much heavier. With each passing year, our refusal to do that sorting rises higher and higher. Bruce Springsteen. The boss knows a thing or two about life, so let's take his advice. When you sort through your baggage on a regular basis, you can get rid of stuff and make your journey lighter, more easeful, and more fun. By systematically going through your thoughts and emotions, you can keep check and stop it from piling up. Those unclaimed bags endlessly going around the carousel are taking up valuable space in your life. One of my clients carried the weight of a missed real estate opportunity. A few years back, Claire and her husband wanted to buy a second property, a duplex in town they could rent out. They put in an offer and got approved for the financing, but ultimately backed out. Since then, property prices have skyrocketed, and that same duplex sold for twice what Claire could have bought it for. Each time she drove past the building, she felt remorse at her decision. She even started avoiding that route because it made her feel physically sick to see it. That bag had been stuck on the carousel for almost a decade. It was time to sort through and let it go. I coached Claire through unpacking her frustration at herself and the thoughts about what could have been. With hindsight, yes, it would have been a great financial decision. But at the time, she made the best decisions she could with the information available to her. Claire also accepted that the decision would not have guaranteed success. It is possible that the stress on their finances could have destroyed her marriage. By sorting through her baggage, Claire saw the situation in shades of grey rather than black and white. With this renewed perspective, she let go of the weight and can take the direct route to pick her daughter up from school, driving past that building without a second glance. Are you ready to ditch that excess baggage, beautiful? Just as Claire navigated her regret, you too can move forward. Do you have recurring nightmares or thoughts about a particular situation? Does your mind keep dragging you back into an unresolved argument? It's time to rummage through your baggage and find those rocks that are weighing you down. Spend some time sorting through your mind and pick out the baggage that keeps rising to the surface in the flotsam of your dark thoughts. Let's be realistic. You won't be able to clean out your entire baggage closet, spare room, garage, and crawl space in one go. Be gentle with yourself, my love. Begin by slowly sorting through things one at a time, then commit to keeping on top of it. The gardens from your wheel of life are a wonderful way to break up what probably seems an overwhelming task. Grab your sun hat and your gardening gloves and go through each garden, making a list of what you find. As you work through this exercise, leave judgment behind. That's just one more weight to carry in your already overstuffed bag. To begin, let's take a stroll through your physical well-being garden and consider what baggage is lying around. Excuse me. To begin, let's take a stroll through your physical well-being garden and consider what baggage is lying around. Maybe you want to quit booze, dream of doing a triathlon, or have always wanted to sport a G.I. Jane buzz cut. Next, weed your emotions garden. You might navigate grief, live with anxiety, or be on an emotional roller coaster. Gently moving on, explore your relationships. Are you estranged from your family? Is there something you wish you'd said to your mom before she died? Or do you wonder what life might be like if you married that other guy? Your next garden is your life path, where you might regret dropping out of university, wish you'd said yes to that scary promotion you turned down, or dream of being a stay-at-home mom. What financial baggage are you dragging through life? It could be a bad credit rating, mounting debt, or maybe you wish you'd saved for retirement sooner. Let judgment go and put them on the list. Finally, consider your environment, which is often where the baggage is tangible. At my recent women's retreat, so many of the attendees shared a sense of overwhelm at the amount of clutter in their homes. You might be stuck with your grandmother's teapot collection, keeping a suitcase of clothes for when you lose 10 pounds, or are desperate to downsize now the kids have moved out. Together, these 6 gardens of life will help you shed light on where things are piling up and what you might be ready to unburden yourself of. Congratulations, beautiful. You've completed your excess baggage audit. Do you feel lighter already? Each garden gives you an opportunity to shed weight and embrace greater freedom. Now that you know what you are carrying, you can edit your baggage down to that Instagram-worthy carry-on capsule wardrobe. Let's take a brief interlude here to talk about some mindfulness tools that will help you to navigate the rest of this exercise. Before engaging in an activity you expect to be stressful, I highly recommend you take the time to regulate your emotions. Here are 3 of my favorite techniques. The butterfly hug. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. Cross your arms over your chest so that your hands rest on your shoulders or upper arms. Alternately stroke your left arm with your right hand, then your right arm with your left hand. This rhythmic bilateral stimulation improves emotional regulation. Visualization. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. You may close your eyes or take an unfocused gaze. Bring to mind a real or imaginary place where you feel safe and relaxed. Use your imagination to color in the details of the sights, sounds, and smells. Imagining yourself in a peaceful place can have the same calming effect as actually being there. 5 senses. Look around you and notice 5 things you can see, silently naming them. Next, name 4 things you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This grounding exercise helps to bring you out of your head and into your body. Try each of these exercises and see which one resonates most for you. Here's the thing, the heaviest bags are often the most uncomfortable. What is one bag you're ready to sort through today? Look through your list and underline the stuff that punches you in the gut, catches you in the throat, or makes you cry. Now, take my hand and get ready for maximum impact. I know you can do this, beautiful. I believe in you. You are going to start with the heaviest of all those heavy bags. Remember your mindfulness tools. Take a moment here to settle your central nervous system. Do what you need to do to take care of you. To sort through this massively overweight bag, you get to write out all the possibilities of how things could have gone down differently. What life might be like if you'd finished your degree. Allow yourself to be playful here. Daydream about the different scenarios. Unfinished thoughts and unspoken words stay stuck in your head. They take up space and weigh you down. This exercise is about airing that laundry, bringing regrets into the light and scrutinizing them. Consider the pros and cons from all angles. Journal on the feelings that come up around this bag and what becomes possible for you when you leave it behind. Just as Claire did with her real estate baggage, you get to analyze and accept what happened and ultimately to let it go. Steadily work through your baggage and commit to staying on top of it. You are a goddess, and you don't need that kitchen junk drawer cluttering your beautiful energy. Set a date with yourself once a month. The full moon is a beautiful time for releasing, to unpack and sort through your baggage. Make your date something to look forward to. Perhaps you get dressed up and go out for dinner, or maybe it's time you spend on the couch in your PJs. Remember, use your celebrations menu to plan a celebration to reward yourself for doing the work to become the most expansive version of you. Plan your date and your reward, and then do it. During your date, take a stroll through your garden and list anything that catches your attention. Reflect on why you are ready to release this baggage. What becomes available to you when you let it go? Check in with yourself during these dates and notice the difference it's making in your life. Like Bruce says, the price of not doing so rises higher and higher each year. Your beautiful journey into your goddess era is well underway. Leave the baggage behind, my love. It's time to fly.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Redo You podcast. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review, and tell a friend, because together we rise even higher. See you next Friday.